Let's get on with the details of those stories now. The Kpando Municipal Assembly has placed a ban on the sale of buffer fish, which is said to be poisonous and harmful to the human body when consumed uncooked. The decision was arrived at after a meeting by an emergency committee made up of officials from NADMO, municipal police officers, the MCE, Kpando Municipal Assembly Director, Kpando MCE, like I said earlier, health officers and the environmental health officials following the death of 5 residents who suffered food poisoning after they ate the buffer fish. Volta Regional Head of the Food and Drugs Authority, Eugene Ado, tells JoyNews the authorities' preliminary test on the fish samples have confirmed they are poisonous indeed.
We got to know some people at a particular type of fish and they were hospitalized. So we interacted with indigenes and we were told the fish is called Hukluwe or Agede. They say it's a fish that has been consumed of old. So why these particular people have had this problem, I can't tell. But others also say there is a mode of handling the fish. You have to remove the head and the skin and throw away before you eat whatever it is. But it's not something that I know of. So I'm taking the information from the field as it is.
Eugene Ado is with the Food and Drugs Authority in the Volta region, where some women in the Kpando market have reacted to this news.
The
fishermen do not have to bring this fish into the market. Our leaders should educate them about the dangers in consuming the fish so that all of us will be safe.
While speaking to the media after the meeting, the Kpando Municipal Chief Executive Elphys Jampo indicated that a task force would be constituted to strictly enforce the ban to avert further deaths. We'll bring you that in a bit. But Fred Kwame Asari is our correspondent. He's been following this story. He joins me on the line with some more. Hello, Kwame.
Yeah, hello, Gifty.
We know that there's a ban, and this has been necessitated after officials met. What else did they speak about after the meeting?
Well, the MCE who chaired the meeting mentioned that aside the constitution of task force to ensure this ban is strictly enforced, they also embarked on a sensitization drive with collaboration from traditional authorities, where they would visit community by community and then explain to them the dangers in consuming this particular fish. He also mentioned that other districts along the Volta Lake, that is the South Dine district and then the Diakuya district, would also be roped in to ensure that this or communities in these two districts do not also suffer same issues or same deaths that were suffered earlier in the mine. And then I've gathered that about 26 people so far have reported or were on admission at the Margaret Marquardt Hospital in Kpando. Most of them complain of numbness in the feet, mouth, and hand. Some were dizzy and then vomiting. I happened to speak to one of the ladies who said she's from Kpando. According to her, she sent her kid or her child to buy fish for the evening meal. So the kid came back with the fish. And then it has this buffer fish in it, and it was mixed with some other fishes. So she picked the buffer fish and then prepared the meal. So they all ate the meal together with a sister who visited. About midnight, they started feeling numbness all over their body. According to her, they couldn't speak, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't move their body. So they were quickly rushed to the Margaret Marquardt Hospital. But then unfortunately, her sister passed on. But then the 3 of them, who are the only people currently on admission at the Margaret Marquardt Hospital, are responding to treatment. And then hospital authorities, they are likely to be discharged tomorrow.
Are children reacting the same way as elderly people who took this fish? Do we know?
Let's repeat the question.
Our children, you spoke about the fact that she sent her children to get the fish and they ate it as a family and one of them has died. But the children among those who have been affected, are they reacting the same way as elderly people are?
Well, we were not allowed to speak to the kid who was on admission because he had he may be traumatized. But we spoke to some residents, just like you said earlier, and then they confirmed that, well, this fish, though it's poisonous, they consume it. But then what you have to do is that there's a bile in the fish. You have to take out that bile. But then if you cook the bile together with the fish and consume it, you are likely to die or suffer some
Are people in the municipality panicking as a result of this?
Are people in the municipality?
Are they in a state of panic because of the number of people who have died so far from just eating fish?
Well, most of the people I speak to did not show any sign of panic.
Okay.
But then what they said was that this fish, though it's poisonous, they've been consuming it, and some people have been eating it. But then you should be cautious. When you're about consuming it, you should make sure that you remove a bile.
Okay.
According to them, the bile contains the poisonous substance. So it's not the whole fish that is poisonous, but then it is the bile which is poisonous. So if you consume the fish together with the bile, then you are likely to suffer some complications.
Very well. Thank you very much, Fred. Fred Kwame Asari there with that update from Kpando. It's a scary situation, it appears. But, well, let's go back and listen to the Kpando Municipal Chief Executive, Elvis Jampo.
Now, we've got only one source. We are investigating others. Because the lake, in fact, the fishing lake, the fishing sites are many. And fish is being sold at several places, not only in Kpando, but specifically, it is alleged or even confirmed that some of the victims said they bought their fish from Toko, Kpando Toko. The name of the fish I've already mentioned, puffer fish. Well, we deliberated on matters this morning, and we have come out to put the sale of this particular fish, dry or fresh or smoked, a sale of this fish in the municipality. Well, the sanctions, we know what sanctions we're going to give those who deviate. Then we are sending out a team comprising officers from the NADMO, Health, Environmental, Environmental Health, to go and sensitize the people along the lake, especially.
Elvis Jampo is the MCE for the Kpando Municipality. Meanwhile, lecturer at the Marines and Fisheries Science Department of the University of Ghana, Dr. Samado, has expressed surprise at deaths resulting from the consumption of this fish. Dr. Ado says the species of fish is known by locals in the Volta Basin as they have been educated in the past on how they can avoid the poisonous part of that fish.
Poisonous about the puffer fish? Well, there is... It is known to have some poisonous glands, and the poison in it is known as the tetrodotoxin, and this toxin is said to be a neurotoxin, which means that it affects the nervous system, and once your nervous system is affected, obviously you would have. What does it do to a human being? Like you said, it attacks the nervous system. How do we see the symptoms? Well, I don't know as far as the symptoms are concerned. Maybe it might go into some medical research for us to be able to, And I haven't personally also seen somebody who is down with, this particular, symptom.
Dr. Ado there earlier on News Desk. Strange, isn't it, that just eating fish could kill you? You're still watching The Pulse with me, Gifty and Doppy. I'm going to take a quick break. When I return, we'll be talking about HIV/AIDS. It's a matter that has been, shelved for a while. Let's resurrect the conversation because it has become necessary. Please stay with us.